Hello lovelies, and welcome back to the doll room for day 16 now of our Dolly advent calendar opening. So I have been opening this Superstar advent calendar which I found last year on Amazon for just a few pounds, believe it or not. And on day one we opened our doll, which we've called Strawberry, and she has turned out to be quite the collector of dresses, just dress after dress after dress, which I'm not going to complain about because I think that's pretty awesome. So we're going to open day 16 today to see what's in there, but first let's let Strawberry be joined by another one of my dolls in the doll room. Today it's the turn of a rather beautiful Enchantimals doll. So this is an Enchantimals doll on a giraffe. She's got fiery red hair, she's full of colour, she literally looks like a party on the back of a giraffe. She's up high, so perhaps this is about truth or getting a clear view, perhaps that might be her message, who knows. Without further ado, let's open day 16, door 16 on our advent calendar and just see what's in there. So definitely not shoes. Oh, we have another dress. Oh my gosh, I like this one. It's very Little House on the Prairie, if you know what I mean. Let's put Strawberry in it and see what it looks like. Are you ready for this? Look at her, doesn't she look gorgeous in that? So a very sort of Victorian-y type shaped dress. I love it. I think these dresses suit her the most. I love her in them. So we've got a doll on a giraffe that looks like a party. We've got a very buttoned up Strawberry. Where's the message going today, I wonder? So we're going to get our Rainbow Moon tarot deck. We've used this every day. This really is, I think, the tarot deck that has claimed the doll room. Right, let's go with this one. And we've got the Eight of Cups. So this card really does go with the idea of seeing truth, being up high enough to see the truth of things. So the Eight of Cups is, I think, a card about seeing truth and deciding to move on. There's something in your everyday reality that really isn't working for you. He's standing firm in the river, but he's certainly not going with the flow. We're kind of stuck. The goal of the Eight of Cups is to just kick all those cups over and walk away, to move to a new place that does work for you. And I think sometimes with change being so difficult, we do have to accept truth to be able to do that, to not rose tint everything, to look at things clearly, to let the veil drop. I've certainly experienced the Eight of Cups in my life, and it's not an easy journey, but is it worth it? Oh boy, it certainly is. And sometimes I think you do need a bit of black and white thinking. It's very apt that Strawberry's top is black and white, because you can sometimes get lost in the grey. You can keep excusing people. You can keep saying that they probably didn't mean that, or I must be interpreting things wrong. You get lost in the grey. But if you are surrounded by grey for too long, I think sometimes that's where black and white thinking comes in. What will you, what won't you accept? It's very clear cut when you put those sort of boundaries in place. Then if people keep walking over your boundaries, perhaps it's time for the Eight of Cups and to walk away, to climb up high, to see the full picture of where you're at, and to dream the full picture of where you might be going. When was the last time you sat down and dreamed of what your life could be? What could your life be if you walk away from the grey? In whatever capacity that you can manage that, because real life does tend to keep us stuck with responsibilities. But within that responsibility, there is always a way to claim the river's flow as your own. Now I've just gone into my bedroom to get this deck. This is the Tarot of Curious Creatures. It's funny because this is the other deck that keeps, I think, calling to come into the doll room, and I've gone and got it because I've just had a thought. Was the Eight of Cups in here a giraffe? Oh my god, the Eight of Cups card in this tarot deck is actually the giraffe. How bizarre is that? Like I say with tarot, you can't make these things up, and this deck with these glorious backs is very nearly a deck that I pulled for today's reading. It was only at the last minute I decided to stick with the Rainbow Moon Tarot, but how brilliant that we have had this message come through in many different ways. So where does that leave you? If you are dissatisfied, take time to dream, to climb up onto the giraffe and to see any vista that's possible. Think about how you can walk towards that dream in your own life. If you need to kick cups down and leave them behind totally, then think of a sensible way to do that. You are in charge of your own story. You can climb onto the giraffe at any point. Go with the flow, don't get stuck, kick the cups over. So guys, remember, sometimes we do need a bit of black and white thinking. Sometimes we need to be a bit clearer about what we will and won't accept in our lives. Don't get lost in the grey. Me and my Santa dress today, which I might have to keep on now for the next few days because I've run out of jumpers. No. So join me tomorrow for day 17 and we'll see if Strawberry gets any shoes perhaps. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.